Yep. What's up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast coming at you with week 4 from the Midtown-Brigade, the greatest fantasy football league in the world. All right, we're about to give you week 4's recap. We had some drama. We had some shit shows, just like any other fantasy league, but this one made up of friends, lifetime family members, over like 15, 16 years now playing together, and it's a lot of action. Here we go. So without further ado, we want to make sure. I know soon some of the league mates are going to start hitting the comments. So go ahead and hit up the comments, boys and girls, well, mainly boys, because we don't have no girls in the team. But yeah, man, we week 4 was came and left, and we had some drama. We had a little bit of drama with everything and everything that went out there. So and of course we got to start with me, your boy Garbage Man, who was on a 2-game losing streak. And actually, man, look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It was a complete shit show of a lineup. All right. It was a complete shit show of a freaking matchup between me and the Mad Beast. That's the only thing we could say. It was a shit show. Not gonna lie, man. It was 94 to 85. Neither team broke 100. I got lucky. I won this matchup. It all came down to Monday night. I was up by like 19, almost 20. My man, the Mad Beast, had Geno Smith left to play. And wow, as bad of a spanking that the Giants got by the Seattle Seahawks, their defense held Geno at bay with 12 freaking points. Again, it was one of those days where, look, again, I'm getting pissed off at Trevor Lawrence, 20 points. He should be averaging 25 easy. Derrick Henry was my saving grace of the day. He's the reason why I won. He had 27 points. I mean, the man rushed for a touchdown, threw for a touchdown, 122 rushing yards. He was on fire. Aaron Jones came back. I was happy. He's back from injury and took the biggest shit in the bed you could think of for a returning player. 2.4. It was just nasty. Devontae Adams, I thought it was going to be freaking history. I thought it was going to be history, man, by Devontae Adams. And at least he was able to muster a good second half, getting me 15 points because he had nothing in the first half and almost thought he was going to be gone for the game. Almost. My third highest scoring player was Tyler Bass, my kicker. Thank you, Tyler. Your foot saved the day. Debo going from 26 points a week before to no reception. Zibbo, another shit show. I had a really shit show of a day. And you could tell also by my bench how bad that was. But you know who had a worse day than I did? The Mad Beast, the individual that I faced, the two-time second place winner, back-to-back, 2-time second place winner, is the Mad Beast right here. Geno definitely disappointed him. You know, got a nice little showing by DeAndre Smith, DeAndre Swift, Devontae Smith, 14 points. He did what he was going to do. Brandon Ayuk, which we both had two different sides of the coin. He had Brandon Ayuk and I had Debo. I thought these two guys were going to cancel out. Ayuk was the best player in his team, and that's what it was. The Bengals defense really bailed me out there because they had a really rough game with 4 points. On the bench, really, Matthew Stafford lit it up for him. He would have started Matt. He probably would have won. Also, Jared Judy, nice and positive points. But look, I'm going to say this one thing. I don't say I'd rather be lucky than good, but I was very, very lucky. Very, very lucky that my ass won this matchup. It is what it is. Very, very lucky. The Mad Beast wasn't lucky. I kind of suffered the same consequences a few weeks ago. All right, with Maximus, but hey, it is what it is. 94 to 87. I'm 2-2. New light. Let's see what happens this week. Yo, South Florida Spanish Ninjas finally gets his first loss of the year after being on a tear, winning 3 straight games, and went up against New York City Rico, another low-scoring game, 100 to 91. And look, it was kind of like a seesaw battle and forth and stuff like that. Rico did not have that usual blow up. Remember what I told you, man? With Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa, Rico is either going to be in it to win it, freaking blow anybody out, or he's going to have a bust week. And this is a bust week by that team. The difference is that Jacobs came through for his biggest game of the season so far, and he was able to pull the dub. The Bills defense shut up, baby. He had the Bills defense going against his offense. Doesn't matter. My man went contrarian on this, and my man got busy and won. Ninjas finally came down to earth a little bit. Justin Herbert had a nice showing. But that was pretty much it for him. Travis Kelsey, Mr. Pfizer, all right, aka I'm dating a dirty whore, Taylor Swift. It had 12 points. Amon St. Brown, nice game with 16 points, but that's it, man. Everything went downhill for him. Derek Carr, just I'm glad he left him on the bench. But it was one of those weeks. There was a lot of low offensive outputs. There was a lot of low offensive outputs that some of these guys were having a hard time, and Ninjas happens to be the guy that suffered the consequences. 91 points. He wasn't one of the lowest, but he was right there. I mean, I probably would have beat him by 4. That's how bad of a week he had. Me scoring 94 would have beat him if I would have faced him this week. But next week, this week is another week. We'll go with the face downs. We'll go with the predictions. But hey, Ninja finally gets taken down. Rico is on a streak. Rico is in it to win it. Team Bring It. Oh man, gets the battle of the Big Brother and Team Bring It and Big Moon Dog, his baby bro. And another, you want to talk about another ugly one? Yes, another ugly matchup. Big Moon Dog went ahead and pulled the upset of the defending champ. Thanks to the tush push master, Jalen Hurst. All right. Jalen Hurts, man. He's a tush push master, was tush pushing all over the freaking place with touchdowns. Kenneth Walker, another game with a touchdown. Jamar Chase, look, under projection. DK was banged up a little bit, but he had enough being led by Jalen, enough to beat a really team that's Kirk Cousins has been on fire, and he barely threw the football this time around. Garrett Wilson had 15 points with a bunch of targets. Keenan Allen didn't have his Keenan Allen game because Herbert got hurt. Mike Evans left the game early, so I think these are all contributing factors why he lost by 6 points. The Steelers -3. That was huge by Houston. That right there was the difference of the game. The Steelers would get 6 points or 7 points. They probably would have done. It would have been a closer game. So looking at his bench right now, Barkley might be back this week. But nothing crazy. Russell Wilson with 25 points and Jordan Love with 23. I mean, this guy has all the quarterbacks in the league. I don't know what he's going to do with this, but hey, it is what it is. But Big Moon Dog, man, he's on a 2-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think he's on a 2-game winning streak. He is killing it right now. He is freaking killing it right now, upsetting people left and right. He is just doing whatever the best he can. But right now, he is on fire. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next matchup. Who do we have here? Galamad on Wednesday and Vicious, man. Galamad is trying to get that dub. Again, another week where Joey Money completely busted him. 6 points. This projection of 26.7 sucked. And my man got 6 points. I mean, there's something wrong at Joeyville here, and it's not right. Kyron Williams, again, a complete beast. He is doing it from all sizes, but it wasn't enough. 96 points. Another week, he couldn't break 100. So, like many people, there was a lot of people that did not break 100 this week. So, let's not bust his chops about that. Christian Watson came back, had 10 points, did not start him. I guess, I get it. He's back, first game of the season. He might be a little bit off. He does have some good horses. Joshua Palmer kind of had the same amount of points. So, there was no really any value lost there because all his wide receivers did as good as they could. So, it wasn't a bad call leaving him on the bench. So I get it. I should have done the same thing for freaking Aaron Jones, right? I should have done the same thing. They both came back in the same day. Vicious with 120 points. Again, Vicious had a good game. Lamar Jackson being the man. And of course, the stud, Christian McCaffrey. 49 points. That's the reason why he won. 49 points because, Galamad had more of a balanced game here. But 34 and 49, the victory came based out of these just 2 players. And again, look, guys, I don't know what's going on in the NFL. I don't know what's going on in the NFL. First, shout out to Christian McCaffrey, who's a freaking GOAT, who gave, all right, Vicious the dub. All right, gives Vicious that he was the reason. 49 points. That's why he is my stud of the week. Not only he broke Jerry Rice's 13 games scoring a touchdown for San Francisco record, 20 carries, 106 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 71 yards. All right, a touchdown via pass also as well. That man is crazy, bro. 177 yards from scrimmage. The dude is the GOAT of the week. That's who Christian McCaffrey is, baby. Give me my GOAT of the week. Give me my man. My start of the week is Christian McCaffrey.
Greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. Don't cross that line. Go.
Let's go, baby. And with that being said, because this game had both the loser of the week, well, one of the losers of the week, which not the team, but player-wise, I got to give this guy right here, this bum, all right? He is putting Daniel Jones numbers right now. Mr. Joe Burrow, the highest paid quarterback in the league. There's something wrong with the Bengals, and I think you got to point fingers right now. That's Joey B. He's not only letting down everybody, he's letting down everybody. Not only just in the NFL and in Cincinnati, but in fantasy football land, boys and girls. Listen, loser of the week, my first loser of the week, again, it is Joe Burrow because he is sucking major ass. Let's get back to the recap. Sorry, guys, I have to get that off my chest. And by the way, there's pretty nice graphics too. So. Shout out to Vicious, 2-2, Galamad 1-3. Still early in the season, anything can happen. And of course, the highest scoring output of the freaking week right here combined. Teen, Broadway, and Maximus. Man, Maximus is running a nice little 3-game winning streak or 2-game winning. I'm not too sure. But man, that this boy was putting up points. For the first time in 3 games, I think Maximus was able to rest easy going into Monday night. 32 points by CJ Stroud. That dude is him. Bijan on fire. AJ Brown says, yo, I'm the real Brown, bro. Do the Brown because he had 42 points. DJ Moore, first official big game of the year. 21 points by the return of Alvin Kamara. This team right now, the way it looks, as much as Maximus was having a hard time scoring the football early on in the season, players are healthy. Players are coming back. And when you look at this lineup right here, that's a scary lineup. Because let's move on to the bench. Justin Fields, he's benching, which I would have done the same thing, right? He still got 32 points with CJ Stroud. So that's 40 right here. You can wipe your ass with it. Khalil Herbert, Mike has a big investment on the Bears. All of his 3 Bears draft players who have been starting all week all went over 20 points. It would have been even more of a shutdown, of a beatdown, if he had all Bears on there. But again, he has such a good squad now based on getting players back and other good stuff, man, that, hey, look, this team looks serious. Very serious. There's nothing in the world. I mean, Team Broadway did what he could, man. Anthony Richardson, shout out, baby, 35 points, did it with his legs. ATM, again, ATM is out there lying in the weeds. Alexander Madison, he's not it. He's not it. But Justin Jefferson, week after week, is going to keep pulling up balling numbers like 26.5. Zay Flowers, I mean, it was one of those tough games, but Mark Andrews was there to back up Zay Flowers. Jerome Ford has been a house of fire, slowed down this week. Dallas Cowboys, man, 27 points. Came back after having an Arizona Deuce game the week before to spank the damn New England Patriots like if they were a little fucking baby. Put up 27 points in fantasy. Shout out to them. On the bench, he really didn't have anything very shocking here, but damn. Tough luck because he put up points that would have beaten 9 other teams. All right, except for Maximus and New Era, who are coming up next, leaving the best for last. My man right here would have beaten 9 out of the 12 teams with 116 points very convincingly. All right. Anybody else apart from Maximus, he would have beaten everybody else very convincingly by like 30 points, easy, minimum. So hey, listen, again, you got to give him a shout out, bro. My man got busy. You can't play him like that, bro. My man got super busy. Both teams got busy, but Maximus just had a little more on the tank. Shout out to Maximus, who is playing like a man possessed. And yo, listen, Team Broadway is also doing some work. All right, he is also putting in some crazy ass work. All right, let's go to the final matchup. New Era against Grey Goose. And Grey Goose 0-4, last remaining winless team of the league. My man got beat like he stole something. I mean, my man got slapped down, bro, like a homeless man. All right, trying to collect at a high-end neighborhood. And it was all about Josh Allen, who owns the Miami Dolphins. He is the Miami Dolphins' daddy. 51 points. Didn't care that Tony Pollard and Ramondre Stevenson scored, picking 15 combined. It doesn't matter because Christian Kirk has 16. 32 by Puka, these nuts, Nakua. Forget that Dallas Goddard had 4 points. It doesn't matter because Stephon Diggs, dig this homie, 40 points. The Ravens D, 20 points. Think about this, right? My man had 1, 2, 3 players that scored 15, and he still were able to hammer down 184 points. The performance of the week, the stud of the week. He was the man overall. Best game of the week, got the most points of the week. Listen, let's point out the obvious. Goose started out hot like a motherfucker. 35 points by David Montgomery. And then after that, all went to shit. That's pretty much what you got to say. James Cook, 14, 17 by Patrick Mahomes. And then after that, the heavy stock of the Miami Dolphins went against the heavy stock of the Bills. And the Bills' stock was better and higher. He had 2 Dolphins that was going to probably see if they would cancel out these 2, Diggs and Allen, but it wasn't that way. It was like 91 points versus like 13 between his Dolphins and between Goose's Dolphins and New Era's freaking beast of the Buffalo Bills. That is just crazy. Wow, there was more points being scored here than I don't even know than a freaking high school game. I just don't get it. It was out of control. Shout out to New Era, the stud of the week. Now, usually I give the loser of the week to the guy that scores the least amount of points and all that crap, blah, 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 blah. But in this case, look, because even though I won, I'm going to take some responsibility. I take accountability. I don't bitch. This is an ugly game. And Cruz was the lowest scorer of the week. So I am going to join Cruz with the loser of the week award because we both kind of suck. And even though I'm happy that I beat him and I'm not taking no credit, I'll take every credit for every win, bro. Fuck that. However, Dan Cruz, it sucks to be you, bro. That game should have been yours.
Loser. Le who? The her.
Since any of us did not have a loser in our squad, even though we were both in the loser of the week category, that's our loser number 2 of the week is Daniel Jones. Just for good measure, let's throw Danny Dimes out there because he's a POS. All right, he deserves to right now. I know the offensive line is bad, but Daniel Jones needs to be put up in the line of fire.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Got the wrong button. That's what I meant. The line of fire. Man, he's sucking ass. Sucking major ass. Can't stand this guy. I really don't like Daniel Jones right now. 11 sacks. Got to give him credit. I guess he's getting his ass whooped on a daily. You know what I mean? But it's okay. At the end of the day, you still got to take responsibility for your actions, even though you suck. But Daniel Jones is not the quarterback we anticipated to have signed. Even though none of us had it, he's still fucked up.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
All right, guys, that was the recap. Now, let's go ahead and go to the standings real quick, react to these standings real quick. I would be out of the playoffs if we started the playoffs today because there's people with a lot better numbers than me. So that's my number 1 take. Rico right now in the Uptown division is leading the way. You got a bunch of 2-2 teams, and you got the Mad Beasts in 1 and 3. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the year? Uptown is a cakewalk. All right, guys, it's a cakewalk. All right, when you come to this division of the Downtown division where I'm at, Maximus 3-1. We got South Florida Ninjas 3-1. Big Moon Dog 3-1. 2-2. Galamad 1 and 3. Goose is over. Look, we got 3-1 teams right here, man. All right, we got this is gonna be the dogfight. The Downtown division is a division to win. All right, Uptown soft like a Twinkie. All right, soft like a Twinkie. All right, anybody can win in that division. Next year, I'm asking for a reorg. Moving on to let's go to this week's matchups. Let's see what we got this week. So this week, I am facing New York City Rico, baby. Got a nice name planned out for you. Right now, I haven't really hit my. I'm still waiting on some players to come up because I got to make some changes here. But prediction, I don't go to prediction. I don't trust my prediction. 128. But again, my biggest fear is Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill are facing the shitty New York Giants and that bad defense. By the way, I'm going to be at that game, full Giants gear, my Eli Manning jersey and Giants hat. But I am so afraid that I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. And at the same time, not only on the field, but also on fantasy football, because I have a feeling after getting their asses spanked in Buffalo, they're going to take it out of my Giants. Not feeling warm and fuzzy, but I'm still going to beat down New York City Rico. Team Broadway, who scored a lot of points and lost going against Galamada on Wednesday. Galamada on Wednesday is limping in right now. Joe Burrow specifically has been the biggest disappointment and has been one of the reasons why he's lost some games as well. Danny's looking to rebound. Galamada wants to get back in it to win it. Team Bring It after that upset loss from by his second baby brother is trying to get back on that winning column against Maximus, who just put up a bunch of points, whose team is healthy, and they look serious. Maximus looks serious right now. That's a tough team right now at 3-1. He is healthy. He has some dogs. Kamara is back. That team looks very, very serious. The Mad Beast and Grey Goose. Grey Goose, it is trying to claw his way out of like the basement and at least get a dub. I called this dub last week and it didn't happen. I'm not going to do that again because it just jinxed the man. But he needs, hopefully, Cooper Kupp, who is questioning, who actually they said that he's practicing. Maybe he is coming out of IR. He is coming out of IR and hopefully gets to play. And my man gets a dub. The Map Beast is looking to rebound after having a heartbreaking loss against yours truly. Vicious and Spanish Ninjas, another great matchup right here. You know, South Florida Spanish Ninjas wants to get back out there, get busy. I don't know if he's going to start Joshua Dobbs, but he's crazy enough and contrary enough to do that right now. I think he has a guy on. Let me see. Wait, is he starting Dobbs? Let me see, man. This is what I want to click in here. Man. Yeah, he's starting Joshua Dobbs, I think, because his quarterback might be, show the bench. I think he might be on a bye week. Justin Herbert's on a bye week, so my man picked up Joshua Dobbs. Listen, Joshua Dobbs against Cincinnati, you might get 20 points out of Joshua at 22. Woo, man. Talk about going out there, man. My man doesn't care, bro. I mean, he's 3-1, so he does a better record than me, so he could do whatever the hell he wants. New Era right now is on a high speed. Daniel Jones in his bench. If I told him to just drop his ass, but Josh Allen and Diggs are looking to keep digging over people, digging the graves of their opponents right now. Jalen for Big Moondog 3-1 is right now playing at a high level. The tush push master Chase is going to go as soon as Joey B takes the helm. So again, I'm not going to call any matchups here. I'm not going to call any winners, but I think it's pretty serious, man. It's pretty serious right here. So, hey, let's go to I don't think nobody went in the comments today. So I think everybody's still sleeping, but they'll see the replay. But that's all I got for everybody today here at the Midtown-Brigade Fantasy Football Week weekly recaps. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching. To the fellas of the fantasy at the Midtown-Brigade Fantasy League. Yo, see you on Sunday. Let's grind. Peace.
Yo!